Hello everyone. Well, today the Lady Lions making their first NCAA tournament Sweet 16 appearance since 2004, but a very tall task against a storied program like the Connecticut Huskies, who are also the top seed in the Kingston region. Well, it's been a lot of laughs here through the first 2 days of this event, and right now, Casey, don't mean to make you jealous, but we're about to go feast on a surf and turf dinner. So as of now, I'll toss it back to you, Casey.
Oh my gosh, Sarah.
The Wounded Warriors are so excited to be here to meet the players, but it's the players who are even more humbled and honored to meet the men and women who fight for their freedom and their country every day.
We're going to head over to University Park right now, check in with WTAJ Sports reporter Sara Eckert, who is the only reporter on the scene for the arrival of Coach Chambers. She joins us with more now. Hello, Sarah.
Well, hey, Casey, Pat Chambers and his family landed just before 2:30 today in State College. Athletic Director Tim Curley and his wife Melinda were there to greet him. And with that, we welcome in our guest each and every Sunday night here on the broadcast from the Altoona Mirror and host of Sports Central on ESPN Radio, Corey Geiger. Corey, you're sporting the baseball tie. I like it there, buddy.
We go live to State College, where we are joined by Sara Eckert. Hello, Sarah.
Hi, Nick. Joe Paterno called a mandatory meeting around 11 o'clock this morning, and that's when he informed the players and the coaches of his intent to retire at the end of the season. Now, I caught up with some of the players as they arrived at practice this afternoon, and all still extremely emotional.
He's a father figure. It hurts. It really hurts to see him go out like this.
Not only does this game have huge implications on the field, but obviously a very memorable one as Paterno's very last home game as head coach of Penn State football.
And for more on this emotional day, we go live to University Park and State College, where we are joined by Sara Eckert with reaction from the Penn State football family. Hey, Sarah.
Hi, Nick. Well, before the public viewing at 1 today, family and then current and former players, coaches, and staff attended a series of private viewings throughout the morning. Then hundreds of former players headed over to the Letterman's Club at Beaver Stadium, where they attended a private luncheon where I was the only media member there throughout the duration, and some stopped to let me know just exactly what this has been like for them.
You know, it's been an interesting day. You know, a lot of different feelings. So I just, you know, my feelings are I want to pay respects to Joe, and that's what it comes down to.
Well, obviously one of sadness. You know, the world has lost a great man, I think, number one. And, you know, I think this thing that they're throwing today really exemplifies what he stood for, and that's all about team and family.
And a couple former players also shared what the viewing was like for them.
It's been, you know, it's been tough. It's been, you know, kind of didn't seem real to me that coach was actually gone, and you know, you go through the viewing, and for me it was tough, but it was good to share a lot of stories to people while you're waiting in line, and getting to see Miss Paterno and the whole Paterno family, and you know, just sharing thoughts with them was good today.
It's a sad day, you know, walking by Joe's casket at the viewing, and you know, starts to sink in more that he's really gone, and it's you know, it's a sad thing.
So obviously former players very emotional, but the mood at the luncheon as well as in line waiting to get in the viewing was one of maybe a little jubilance, as some of the players told me, as they all just try to come together and celebrate Paterno's memory. In State College, Sara Eckert, WTAJ Sports.
WTAJ Sports with Sara Eckert.
Hello everyone. Well, if you haven't heard in recent days, any baseball talk on the national scene includes talk of the Pirates and their lead in the NL Central, as of this morning anyway. Sitting just a half game ahead of Milwaukee and a game and a half ahead of St. Louis before today's games, well, the division lead remains up for grabs on a daily basis. Bucks trying to sweep the series against the Reds in a very hot day game at PNC Park. Let's pick it up in the top of the second. Reds lead 1-0. Miguel Cairo flies out to Andrew McCutchen in center field. Jay Bruce tags from third for the score. Cairo with a sac fly. Cincinnati now with a 2-0 lead. Bottom of the fourth, Reds still up 2-0. McCutchen drives it to deep right center field. That's off the wall. Neil Walker scores all the way from first. RBI double for McCutchen. Pirates within one. Top five, Edgar Renteria at the plate. He finds the hole with a single to left. That scores Johnny Cueto. Reds take a 3-1 lead. Top of the sixth now, same score. Ramon Hernandez line drive up the middle and check out Neil Walker. Turns the nice double play there. But the Reds do go on to win this one 3-1. Pittsburgh trying for 9 straight wins as they host the Boston Bruins. Penguins out to a fast start, already up 1-0 in the first period. Matt Niskanen adding on assist of Evgeny Malkin for his 500th career point. Then later in the first, Pens on the power play. Malkin again flips it to James Neal. Between the legs of Tim Thomas gives them a 3-0 lead. Second period, here comes David Krejci. Goes top shelf to put Boston on the board. Later in the second, it's Malkin and Neal working it again, getting it to Chris Kunitz for the score. It's now 4-1. They go on to win 5-2, but the Rangers do win in overtime tonight to keep their 4-point lead in the conference. Standing just 32 inches tall and weighing 15.5 pounds, 7-year-old Josiah Vieira from Higgins, Pennsylvania, has a rare genetic disease called progeria. Affecting roughly 1 in 4 million people, progeria causes accelerated aging in children. Plagued by health issues throughout his life, Josiah has continuously beaten the odds, and it's his extreme love of baseball that has kept him going.
Baseball has really played a huge part for him just because it helps him, number one, to interact with kids his own age, even older kids, and he just wants to be normal like everybody else. So it really has helped him out a lot just to fit in more and just love to play the game that he likes to do the best and he enjoys.
With a special visit to the Spikes and serving as honorary chairman for the Pennsylvania Little League State Tournament this weekend, Josiah has been living his dream.
This has been a really great experience for Josiah. He's all about baseball and just playing the game. So for him to be able to last night be with the Spikes and go in the dugout and hit the ball around on the field and throw out the first pitch was amazing. And then again today, well, he's just in heaven.
Progeria has definitely not diminished Josiah's zest for life, nor his infectious personality, and he's even gained a new best friend this weekend.
He's a miracle. His family is a blessing. To have a kid with that much passion for life and for baseball is right up our alley. And the fact that he is a 7-year-old kid, I love hanging out with kids. This is a birthday present I will never forget. I just turned 39 years old 3 days ago, and this is the best present I've gotten in 39 years on this earth. I love it.
And no doubt, Josiah loved it as well. In State College, Sara Eckert, WTAJ Sports.
Nick, well, the rain is still holding off a little bit. They had the tarp on earlier, but they pulled it off. And right now, I'm joined by the Spikes general manager, Jason Dombach. And Jason, I love going to minor league parks because there's so much more going on besides what's going on the field. What can people expect when they come out to a Spikes game?
Hello, everyone. I hope you had a great weekend. Well, the Pittsburgh Penguins remain the hottest team in the league, entering today with 8 straight wins and just 4 points behind the Eastern Conference leader New York Rangers. You mentioned defense. You're making the switch to a 3-4 defense. What do you see as the biggest adjustments for you? Phillips bulked up in the offseason, which he says has helped him be more physical and bounce off linebackers running routes, and has given him more power on the line of scrimmage. And so far, he's had an impressive training camp.